playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, Eckler. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41.
X3, 218, chopper.
Watch the slant.
Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Brings up 3rd and
10.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Check 24. Check 24.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The seventh play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Watson under pressure now. Watson, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson to return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From just shy of midfield, Watson, and he's got him. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 24, Watson eluding the pressure right. He finds Hopkins complete. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. The Texans with a first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. They run with Hunt. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
It's a loss of 2, now third down. Now Watson on third and goal, being chased out left. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Let's make these babies cry.
On second down now, it's Henry. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 7-yard line. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. Steps away to his... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jayon Brown. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
First down, Texans.
On first down, it's Watson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got Fuller. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Watson with a catch made by Hopkins. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Watson now to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
First down, Texans.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. 24. Hey, we got to snap it.
Watson on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. To the air yet again, Watson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
You got nothing to run. You got nothing. Right there.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 30.
And the Texans first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, watch the slant.
Here's Watson. Flushed out right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run, and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half, Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
6-6.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it.
I got you, boy.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. That one is caught by Hunt. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big-time play there for the Texans. 45 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
At the 16-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Hunt. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
This is Hunt, and he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And a give this time to the tailback. And his first carry, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready? 18 Gator. 80 weapon.
All right, T. All right, T.
Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
On fourth down, Lawrence. It fights him off, muscles him off. And that is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on fourth down on the other side leads immediately to a first and goal. A toss play to Hunt. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 23 yards on the play. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Julian Love picks it. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. Draw play, it's Eckler. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. I like the way I said that, in his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
cheating spell.
Right there in the middle. 55. No check.
Ready?
On fourth down, Lawrence. Fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Throwing again, Lawrence. That one complete to Anderson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first and 10, Lawrence. And finding the tight end, Hooper. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, Lawrence. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these
And now here is another interception. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Hunt. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll run it here with Hunt. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Coming to you. Coming to you.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a third and about 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Deuce. Watch twist.
Hey, 59. Down him, go.
They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you've got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Nashville.